WB has finally started pushing Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, aka Aquaman 2. But according to multiple insiders, this is just due to necessity, and WB truly believes that Aquaman 2 is awful. Even after multiple reshoots and test audiences, they still have no faith in this film. So I will just say this out the gate. I don't know if I necessarily believe this, but again, there is some stuff you can look at to kind of go along with this narrative. The super long wait to start any sort of marketing is really concerning. So that could be one angle to look at this. The other one is obviously that there's a whole Amber Heard situation, and when that whole thing went down, WB reshot all the subplot with her, literally cutting her out, frantically stitching together some sort of Frankenstein film that includes elements of her plot but not having her in it, cutting her out, remaining scenes of her only at the beginning and end. Then they reshot 2 more times to remove old Batman cameos, put in new ones, then remove the new ones because it doesn't line up with what's happening. Like, the film does sound like it went through quite a few troubled edits, if you will. Now, whether or not this has any bearing on the quality of the film, we'll see when we get to it, but I do believe that this film is going to have some problems. Very much from the early days when they started talking about it, the moment that the people started reporting on Jason Momoa's interviews where he said this is his film, he pitched it, that it's essentially the most epic thing, including tons of storylines, characters, explosions, and action, a lot of people just rolled their eyes saying, well, it's going to be more of what the first one was, which is throw everything and rush through it. Which, again, I've complained about this as a diehard Aquaman fan. They wasted like 7 storylines in that first film for no reason. Like, no reason at all. So part of me wants to believe this, that Aquaman 2 is awful, as the first film is, I think, as good as an Aquaman film could honestly get. Like, you know, for all the circumstances surrounding it. So whatever happens, we'll talk about it soon, but the late marketing and the way they handled everything is concerning. And then once we look at the whole action figure lineup as well, it's definitely lacking, which makes me believe there's way more to this than meets the eye.